understand that. We got that down. However, it can also kill them. And if that's how it is, wouldn't scales bite into a vampire, immortal or whatever, and or E-lock is what the actual vampire term is. Wouldn't they die from it? Because the blood would be too powerful than theirs. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a fucking vampire, so I fucking don't know. I mean, in the game I am.
Reveal myself to my mother now. I must find a discreet spot to
Why
attend
not?
the ceremony.
I'll do it anyway.
My mother would die if she were to see me in this state.
Oh.
I must wait.
But then, I mean, she probably knows. Maybe she doesn't know. I don't fucking know.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
Wait,
We
that empty?
commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father.
No, it's just the rain is
The
covering
soul
up the...
of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground.
Different pastor.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold?
Little does she know it was her son that did it.
Legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
She doesn't know we caused it, and I feel like if she did that, I mean, it'd be like, I don't know, an iffy relationship, I would say. It wasn't really our fault,
Oh, Mary,
to tell you the truth.
what have I done?
I mean, yes and no.
Change.
He didn't really know it was her.
One
I mean, I kind of had a feeling it was somebody that he knew.
This is a
but-
nightmare.
As soon as they hugged, that's when he bit her.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was kindness incarnate. I feel like a hypocrite. It sounds like a bad joke.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to
No,
her
he just
death.
killed her. Yeah.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this.
I do come to terms
You
with
must
it.
learn to live
Tell you
with
the
what
truth.
happened.
How can I? Tell me how. I'm learning every night. I mean, it's true. I am learning every night.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't
True.
you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
I don't
And
know.
so this is why you're here.
That's true.
To warn
But
me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
Thank you, my lady. I will.
Good. But be careful. If I found you here, others may too.
What should I do then?
Depends who they
St.
are.
Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
Okay. Okay, is this door unlocked?
I cannot enter.
Okay. Is there a way to go around and unlock that door? So we just have it unlocked? Or is it like a mission we're gonna get chased or something and we run around? The world may never know. The door's locked. And it's blocked on the other side, so even if I wanted to open it, doesn't even matter. Oh wait, I know where we are. Oh shit. Wasn't there more enemies than there were? Oh, I have my stamina. Okay. Let's pick up whatever's on their bodies. That's it. Now, head this way.
And off to
Cutscene.
church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Doesn't sound like the guy that created us.
Reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
No.
What do you want from me?
Jesus.
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by
He doesn't scare me, that's so funny thing.
as your judge and jury.
This man can't go through a doorway. Like, bro. Like, he'll smash the door open, he'll smash the wall above the door, but he can't walk through it.
With their plans and unsolicited counsel.
It's one of them!
Hey, I just saved your life. Should be fighting me.
There's one of them!
Honestly, though. Nothing on them. Nothing on him. Okay, continuing. We can just go in there, I guess. I mean, we don't really need our shillings for much other than getting the supplies, so like, we could just give our shillings away every time.
What is it
We
that
go
you
by
want?
the other,
I'm sorry
I'm gonna
to
call it a
disturb you at
hospital,
such a
but
late hour.
it's not a full hospital.
No worries, my son.
The illegal
I'm still
hospital,
going
we can
away,
just give
having
our money
just
to them.
returned from a funeral.
'Cause we don't really
Yes,
used
I
it.
know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
You need to confess.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
I don't need company. I have no need for a kind here.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your child.
Obviously, I wouldn't tell him, hey, I'm a vampire, because that's probably not a good idea.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
You just know I cared for her. Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh, I don't know. I got this bad feeling. I'm gonna do it anyway, though.
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
I'm gonna, yeah. It was an accident, but if we...
She was murdered.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible.
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What words would you like to say to your poor sister?
I killed you. There's no excuse.
She knows Mary.
Dear Mary, forgive me.
You have been hurt, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like. Okay, if she was a vampire with us after we turned, let's say we turned her,
There.
wouldn't it be different?
I confessed to that Vicar. Do I feel better?
Like, she probably wouldn't react the way we had to, I guess. I don't fucking know. Me and Edgar squeeze at the hospital. Okay. Loki thought we were straight up gonna be like, yo, I'm a vampire. That would have been amazing. Loading. Look at our jacket, bro. Bruh. Okay, let's continue. Oh shit. Oh shit, across. Let's kill him. Oh shit. I'm so glad that they don't do a lot of damage though. Let's grab this. Let's go down here to grab that. And this one.
It's locked.
Door's locked on the other side. Just grab that. I'm gonna bite this dude if I can. I feel like doing that would feed us. Same thing with doing it to the other enemies, but it doesn't. I don't understand why. Oh shit. Excuse me. Continuing. Ah, shit. See, like, doing this should feed us. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Don't know why. Like, I really believe this should feed us. I don't understand why it doesn't. Oh, shit, I was gonna go for that guy too, but didn't have enough time. we'll go this way. And we're back at the So it's a guy. Confirmed it. It's been a long time since we heard him already.
I remember you.
What's he dressed up as? You know what? Keep walking. Oh, we can't.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Why choose me?
Tell me what you
I
are.
don't think there's a reason why they chose me
I am the
specifically.
whitened bones and blackened soil. The land made blood coursing through thy veins.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my
I
champion.
kind of knew that one.
Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Okay.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Okay.
The vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity. Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
I don't know. We could only make 3 with that, but okay. Just okay. That's all I really know what to say. It's just okay. Let's talk to him. Who's that?
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm tired of your song. You're a woodsman.
How did he know I'm a leech already?
Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile.
Yeah, okay.
You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
We just stares at each other. Like you're my arch nemesis? Not really, actually. I believe my arch nemesis
Oh, this
isn't
is
him.
Very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Yeah, plus he knows what we look like now, so that probably doesn't help.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out
Oh,
of
we have
control.
to fucking save all them
Even
now,
the most
which I like.
infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Confidence must be restored. No one will notice a few more bodies. Do you fear for your reputation?
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
Who attacked us? Was it the
This
guard?
hospital is their only hope.
And then
Of
again, they
course,
are neutral
you're
ground,
right.
so I don't know why they
But
attacked.
we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned the dead patient. Who is he?
We didn't even know it was a he or she.
She was Miss Harriet Jones.
Oh.
I found her room like a slaughterhouse.
That was that girl.
Everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
I think that was the girl in that one room. I'll help you.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you.
Yes.
I have noticed
We like saving
how you
people.
suppress your appetite when around the staff and patience.
You
I
need
mean, it's
to
not that
know you
hard.
can trust me.
It's not that hard when
I
it's a
do.
video
Dear
game, but
fellow,
like,
I do.
Please,
I feel like I try to
tell
do
me.
that in real
Sean
life,
Hampton,
but
the
if
man we thought we'd saved at the
I don't know.
docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
I'll protect you all.
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Wait, why? Why didn't he tell us? Like, didn't he know that he was like one?
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Yeah, we know that, but I would like to explore this place because I want to see if anybody else. The blood splattered. Wait, did she die? Okay, good. I was like, bruh.
Good evening, Mr.
Evening.
Oh,
Can you tell me anything about recent events at the hospital?
Before the shouts and the noises,
at least the guy didn't kill
whispers
anybody else.
coming from the stairs.
Only one
Two
person.
voices,
So.
maybe more.
Did you recognize the voices?
Wait, two voices.
What did they say?
I couldn't hear. Sounded like they were arguing or something.
Huh.
Soldier,
I'm fine. Just
goodbye for... What on earth happened here?
Or maybe something else would have been here. Fortunately not. Was there a way not to take him? I can't. There we go.
Good evening. Is there any...
Many things.
But did you...
I can't say I did. But the smell of fresh blood almost made me faint, Doctor.
Well, that should prove something to you. AKA, you're not a vampire.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Doctor.
There you go again.
I'll leave you.
You'd think she'd realize she's not actually a vampire at that point, but nope.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Oh.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know.
Ah.
I'd imagine the morgue. It all
That's
happened
fine.
so quickly.
Well, I mean,
Did
it
you
was...
see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates.
Did go out the right
after
way.
Shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
Back. Personal questions? Is there anything? No.
Do you require...
I will be fine.
Nurse, you won't be able to help people if
We
you're
gotta make
sick.
sure they're sick.
Take
Or
this
sick.
and do
Give
try
them
to get
medicine.
some rest.
I'll try, Dr. Reed.
Thank you. No problem.
Goodbye, nurse.
No problem at all. Okay, speak to you. I don't think you need anything. I just
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor.
You make sure.
Do you need medical...
I'm fine, really.
Okay.
What can you tell...
Everybody's afraid.
Death
has always been a frequent visitor.
About murder.
But murder?
Yeah, but he was sick.
How can we cope with that?
As a nurse at this hospital,
How did you not
it is your
realize
duty
it's a
to
vampire
deal
yet?
with these things as best
I'm
you
so
can.
confused.
Yeah. Until it's my turn to have blood spread all over the walls. I entered the room first, Dr. Reed. I've seen what that monster did to the woman.
But her body wasn't there. You just saw blood everywhere. Wait, why is that door locked? Or the
I'm
door
quite
closed?
busy right now, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
Somebody
you
was
don't
still
think
arguing
the
with
blame
somebody
is
though.
ours?
We
In
all
that
hold
conversation,
fast
two
here,
people
Dr.
were
Reed.
arguing with each other
Our
before it
methods may
happened.
differ, but we are all trying to make a
So,
difference.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe something happened
You need
specifically,
my-
but I
Not
don't
at
know.
all.
Thank.
Speak to this guy before I speak to the other guy in the chair.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to you.
Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed.
My fault? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. It's just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you?
No.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Doctor.
You say that every time, but we already helped the other guy, so I feel like it's just... he doesn't need help right now. Let's face it.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Please, tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital.
I heard Miss Jones call for help from her bedroom. There were some loud noises, like people fighting. All of a sudden, it went quiet. And then a nurse started screaming.
Do you know who the nurse was?
Not sure, but I think it was Nurse Hawkins. I'm all right.
Good.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me...
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you require...
I have a...
What can you tell me?
It's a disgrace. How on earth can patients be attacked in their own rooms?
The door used to be locked, but we had to use the key in order to get in there, so it's our fault. It's all our fault, you know? Not really.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I had shouting coming from the first floor. I was asleep when it started.
The shouting is all we gotten, but why were they arguing with each other?
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough
that
already.
That part doesn't really
the rest is up to me.
Sit well. I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but
how
so painful.
I'll let you get some rest.
I just needed to use that. Now the doors. The door actually staying open now. Which patients are missing though? Because it's not any of the main ones. I'm guessing it's the patients out here. I'll speak to her in a minute here. I just want to grab everything we can. Let's speak to you.
Good evening.
They might have saw something, actually.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
Jesus.
Do you need any...
I'm afraid I do. Like everyone in this hospital.
Our job brings us into contact with all kinds of infections, Milton. There's no shame in being ill while you're in a hospital.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. I get the feeling you don't...
Pretty impossible nowadays. It's not a vampire now.
Goodbye.
But, you know, it's not like you know that. Speak to her now.
Oh, Jonathan. I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
I'm partially responsible. No. Can we share this meal? I don't want to say that, do I? What meal? There's nobody around. Okay. I'll just say I'm partially responsible.
And I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the scowl, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent. For there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
I knew it wasn't her.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was huge.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Didn't you just say they would be like you and then we ran into him? Like, what do you mean?
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life. Unless they asked.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not as bad as we thought.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Same.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more,
you can't see the veins in her.
Myself.
But in my head, you can.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is it God's will?
Is this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me.
Yeah, maybe it is just...
To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith
science.
does not concern me.
Like, maybe it's me with specific things, because not every cross actually hurts us. So it could just be made with specific... whatchamacallit? Specific things. Why can't we feed on the sick? Like, what?
You're lucky to...
Of course. The sooner I'm able to leave this...
Oh, that's it? Okay.
I'll leave...
Where is that other nurse? Or not nurse, the doctor. There's a... I don't see him. He was in there earlier. I didn't know if he walked past and I just didn't see him.